Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are going to discuss the introduction to multiple access scheme. Now, before discussing the concept of multiple access scheme, first of all, we are going to define some of the terminologies which are very important. So, these are the prerequisites of the multiple access scheme. Now, the first element is the satellite. Now, what is satellite? A satellite is basically a device that can be act as a repeater. That means it receives the signal coming out from the base station and retransmit it to the another base station. A satellite is composed of multiple elements like antenna, solar panel, rocket motor, and there are some inside the satellite fuel tanks, batteries, onboard processor, and many more things you can find. Now let us define what is uplink frequency and downlink frequency. So in this slide we can see that there are two ground stations. This is ground station which is located at USA, and this ground station is located in Europe. Now these two ground stations are connected by a fiber optic cable through the Atlantic Ocean. So the fiber optic cable is weighing down through the Atlantic Ocean, which is connecting two ground station 1 which is located in USA and ground station 2 which is located in Europe. So this is the one kind of communication we called it as a fiber optic communication, which is probably wired communication. Now in this case here we are discussing wireless communication. So in wireless communication, a satellite is very important parameter. So what is uplink frequency and downlink frequency? Now whenever the ground station, if you see this ground station which is located at USA, when the ground station is transmitting the signal to the satellite in uplink direction with a frequency, we call it as uplink frequency. So what is uplink frequency? Whenever the ground station is transmitting the signal to the satellite with certain frequency, we call it as uplink frequency. Now what is downlink frequency? So whenever the ground station is receiving the signal from the satellite in downlink frequency, we call it as downlink frequency. So what is downlink frequency? So if we consider here the case of ground station which is located in Europe, so it is receiving the signal from the satellite in downlink. So whenever the ground station is receiving the signal from the satellite with downlink frequency or with the frequency, we call it as a downlink frequency. Now one more terminology, that is broadcasting. Broadcasting might be very popular terminology as we have heard this name whenever we are watching live cricket broadcasting. So what exactly is the meaning of broadcasting? Since its name broadcasting, casting means multiple users, and casting means user and broad means multiple. So broadcasting means multiple user. Now what exactly it is? So if you see here, this is basically a kind of mobile communication architecture. So here base station is there which is having an antenna. We call this antenna as a transceiver antenna. It is capable of transmitting as well as receiving. Now when this base station is transmitting the signal to the multiple mobile users which are located in cell 1, cell 2, there may be n number of cells around the base station antenna. So whenever the base station is transmitting the signal to the multiple mobile users in the different cells with downlink frequency, we called it as a broadcasting. So in broadcasting, a single resource, that is base station here, transmitting signals to the multiple mobile users in the different cells. So this is what we can call it as a broadcasting. Now let us define multiple access scheme. Multiple access scheme is exactly reverse as that of the broadcasting. Now in multiple access scheme, what happens? The multiple mobile users, they may be in cell 1, they may be in cell 2, they are going to transmit their signals to the base station, to the base station means their trans receiving antenna. In an uplink with a frequency, we call it as a uplink frequency, and the total process is called as multiple access scheme. So what is multiple access technique? In multiple access technique, the multiple mobile users are transmitting their signal to the single resource. We call it as a base station. So this is multiple access scheme. Now if we look at this base station, it's trans receiving antenna, so it is having finite power and bandwidth also. And we know that every mobile user, they may be from cell 1, cell 2, or any number of cells around that base station, who all wanted to access the base station. That means they wanted to transmit their signals to the base station, from where the signal is routed to another mobile users. Now as this base station antenna is having limited resources like their bandwidth and power, so how can we provide 24/7 service to all the users as the resources are limited? So to tackle with this problem, we will have to come up with certain solution here. So this problem is just like a kind of problem which we have faced in our daily routine life. What is that problem? So let us take an example of a parliamentary situation. Suppose in a parliament there are multiple speakers who all wanted to talk. Now if every speakers are start talking, then no one would be able to hear anyone. Now if any person raises voice to be heard, other will raise their voices, and eventually what happens? Everyone will be shouting and no one will be able to communicate. So how can we provide here an effective communication so that every speaker are supposed to share their ideas, whatever the thoughts they have, to the other persons? So for that we are coming here with certain solution number 1. Let us give each person a turn to speak. Now if each person is giving certain time to speak, then no one is going to talk in that time, then he is going to share his idea whatever he wanted to. So this is very much analogous with the time division multiple access and frequency division multiple access scheme. Now solution number 2. Each group could be given a language in which to speak to each other. So if we give every group certain language, so there may be in the parliament some of the people who are from the Maharashtra, so mostly the people from the Maharashtra who are talking in the Marathi language. So we just give a particular language to them, these persons, and they hold their communication by using this Marathi language. So the another group who are using, let's say, Telugu language, so they may hold their conversion in the Telugu language, so that at least the peoples who know the language can communicate properly. So this kind of strategy is very much analogous with the code division multiple access scheme, where every ground station is having their certain code. And the last solution is each group of speakers could be given a corner of the room to hold their conversation. So there is one more probable solution, and what is that? We are providing certain group of people a certain space. So some of the space is provided to the people who wanted to hold their conversation. So this is very much analogous with the space division multiple access scheme. So in this way, if we see different types of multiple access schemes, so basically 4 types of multiple access schemes we will have to look at: time division multiple access scheme, frequency division multiple access scheme, that is FDMA, space division multiple access scheme, that is SDMA, and code division multiple access scheme, that is CDMA. So in the next lecture we are going to discuss all of these techniques in more detail. Thank you.